Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with my June favorites and I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get into the favorites. The first favorite I want to address is the new mascara from L'Oreal in the Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is the first video where I'm sitting down and talking to you guys without falsies on. The only other video that I've done this in, I think, was a tutorial for like an everyday glam look. But besides that, I'm a false lash addict, but I have just been obsessed with this mascara and I wanted to show you guys what it looked like on the lashes. Of course, I am wearing my tried and true Lancome Sills Booster XL Primer underneath. That is a holy grail item that I will not stop using no matter what mascara I'm trying. But this mascara has just blown me away. It's said to be the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara dupe, and I can see why. The packaging is kind of similar. The wand is also relatively similar. It's kind of an hourglass shaped wand, but this mascara is way better than the Too Faced one. It is actually better than most higher end mascaras that I have tried because it just lifts and thickens and lengthens your lashes so beautifully. It keeps your lashes lifted and curled all day, and I find that there is little to no fallout. It definitely is a drier formula, which I personally love. I feel that drier formulas kind of hold how you put them on, like that style, a little bit better. But because of that, I've been using mine every single day and I do notice that it dries out kind of quickly. The plus side is that it is $9 and chances are you can find it for like L'Oreal buy one get one free or buy one get one 50% off. So you could get it for even less than that and just keep them with you, and whenever you feel like they're drying out, you could open up a new one. The only time that I've noticed flaking is after like 12 hours of wear, or if I rub my eyes, then there is a little bit of fallout underneath. But besides that, I mean, this mascara is awesome. It never gets clumpy, even though the wand is one of those thicker bristle wands rather than a rubber wand. It just fans out, combs out, separates, but also makes them look so thick and fluffy. You can get it at the drugstore, Ulta, and it is just so good. Everyone needs to try this. It does come in a waterproof formula, and then it comes in black and blackest black. This is just the shade black. I bought blackest black to see if there's gonna be a difference, but I am such a fan of this mascara. I am just going in no particular order. So the next item I have is the Ouai Haircare supplements. I love Jen Atkin. I think she is a genius. I think she is incredibly talented. She's a true boss lady, but also what I love and appreciate so much is the thought and kind of education that she puts into all her products. Everything just makes sense and it's really high quality. These are just another thing from her line that just make sense. The ingredients, how they work, how you can combine them. She basically came out with 3 different types. You have dry, you have thin, and then you have oily. Now, I don't have oily hair. My actual hair is a little bit dry from damage, but my roots also sometimes can be dry and kind of irritated. So I went with dry, and you can combine either the dry and oily with the thin. The thin is essentially going to help grow and thicken your hair. They do say that you will see results after 90 days, so roughly 3 months. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I see results and it's the craziest thing. My scalp has been such a pain in the butt for me for the longest time. It is so temperamental and so patchy, and I get like oily scalp but then dry patches, and it's just irritating. It could be a combination of just the fact that I've been eating healthier and drinking more water, but since I've started taking these, it's coming up on 2 months, I believe, and my scalp, knock on wood, is balanced. I don't notice any dryness or irritation on my scalp. When it comes to the thin part, I do notice a little less hair fall, but my hair has been growing a lot faster, and I can tell because I have darker roots and lighter ends. So as it's growing, I can see how much exactly it's growing. And the craziest part is my eyelashes have grown so much, and it's so strange to me, but I love it. I'm not complaining. I've always had an issue where the right side eyelashes were shorter than the left side eyelashes, and they are even pretty much now, and my lower lashes have grown out. The other cool thing too is that they're basically multivitamins, so anything that you're lacking in your nutritional intake, this is going to help supplement it, and anything that is going to be in excess basically flushes through your system whenever you go to the bathroom. So check these out if you're interested. They do contain fish, so if you are a strict vegetarian or vegan, I don't think you can take these, but if you are not, definitely check these out. They don't taste like fish. You don't get any fish essence or anything. It just is what they use, I think, for some of the vitamins and like fatty acids that are essential to healthy hair growth. But these supplements really are awesome. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I have been wearing it almost non-stop for the entire month of June. It's super lightweight. It has hyaluronic acid in it, as well as a lot of other healthy for your skin ingredients. And so it is lightweight, but also makes your skin feel great. I find that when I wear this for hours on end, my skin never feels tight or dry or sucked lifeless the way it does with other foundations, especially long wearing ones. One pump of foundation is really all I need to get pretty full coverage. I am wearing this today. It's great because it's a really balancing foundation, so it makes your dry parts hydrated and your oily parts kind of maintained at a natural matte finish. And I of course set everything with powder. I'm a firm believer in powder. It is incredibly long wearing. It is currently 6:51 p.m. and I put my makeup on this morning at around 10, and this is what my makeup looks like. I have not really touched up before sitting down to film, and I was at work and running errands and it's hot outside. They have a variety of shades, but they did just recently release 6 new shades, 2 lighter, 2 medium, and 2 deeper shades to kind of cater to more skin tones. I am currently in the shade Sand. I love applying it with a sponge, one pump all over my face, and it is just the most beautiful, natural skin, radiant but flawless finish. My next favorite is from Ciate London, and it is one of their new illuminating blushes. I have mine in the shade Baby Doll, and I love this blush for 2 specific reasons. First and foremost, it is a gel powder formula, so the color payoff is literally just going to be color. You're not going to get any powder residue when you're applying it. And secondly, you can kind of see that there's a swirl, almost marbleized effect to the blush, and what it is the blush color is mixed in with a highlighter shade. So when you mix both of them together, you get this super beautiful, ultra glowy blush finish. Now this does look like it would be far too light for my skin, but once it mixes in with my makeup and just my natural oils and kind of settles on my skin, it does deepen up and gives you the most beautiful flush of color. And it's perfect for summer because it is so glowy. It is a very buildable blush, so you don't get a ton of color deposit as soon as you apply it. You can really control it and add however much color you want to. Another thing I always love doing is I love putting my blushes into my eyeshadow, whether it's in the crease or just a touch of it to kind of tie everything together. That's what I have done today, is layered that on top as well. And this is the blush that I'm wearing very lightly today. I always wear almost everything I'm talking about in a video, just so you guys know. So if you're ever curious about what's on my face, check the info box down below because I have everything stocked up for you guys. I believe there are around 5 color options, and I will say that if you have much deeper skin, I don't know if the deeper shade is going to look a little bit too light on your skin, but you could always use these as a highlighter or as an eyeshadow, just because they do have that highlighter swirled in. So, you know, get creative with it, but it is a beautiful finish on the skin. The next favorite I have is from Tarte. This is the Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. It is the perfect mix of cooler and warmer tones. You have 3 metallic shades. This one here in the center, which is kind of a bronzy rose gold shade. You have this one on top, which is more of a pewter shade, and then you have this one here, which is a shimmery champagne highlight shade. And the reason I love it is because it is like foolproof. proof. I literally will just dip my brush into like 3 different shades all over my lid, bring that color into my crease, and I'm good to go. That is literally what I've done today. I have mixed these two on the bottom here, Sweetheart and Rebel, and then I have used Leader just really slightly in the outer corner, smudged out as an eyeliner. On my brow bone and my inner corner highlight, I've used Funny Girl. They are beautifully pigmented, really buttery, easy to blend out, and they're very, very long lasting. It's gonna look great on everybody with any skin tone, any eye color. You can really do it all with this one palette. My next favorite is a bronzer, and this is fairly new from Becca. It is one of their Sunlit bronzers, and I have mine in the shade Capri Coast. Becca powders, always super finely milled, creamy, buttery texture, incredible pigmentation, and they just blend onto the skin like a dream, and these bronzers are no exception. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there are 5 or 6 different shades, and they're great because some of them are more matte and some of them have a higher shimmer sheen content to them, but even the matte ones look really beautiful and glowy on the skin. And with bronzers, I like matte bronzers, but I prefer my contour to be completely matte, and I prefer my bronzers to have a little bit of a glow to them because I just feel like it brings life back into the skin. This bronzer is amazing. It is super finely milled, so creamy, and just really easy to work with. I love this Capri Coast color. I prefer to go up a shade in my bronzers as far as a little bit lighter so that I can really build up the color. I like having more control over my products, and so this is the color I went for. I would definitely purchase the other colors and wear them, but this Capri Coast color is the color that is a little more neutral. It's almost a little bit golden yellow, which is what I prefer because I have so much yellow in my skin, so this really makes me look like I have a tan. L'Oreal has been killing it. This is their Blend Artist Infallible Foundation Blender Sponge. I love the Beauty Blender. That is holy grail foundation sponge status, but I've just been reaching for this all the time. It is super soft. This is a brand new one. This is exactly how it comes. This works the exact same way as the Beauty Blender. You run it underneath water, it expands as it's wet, and you want to use it damp. If you use it dry, you will just get a little more coverage, but I find that it gives you more of a flawless finish when you use it slightly damp. And then you wash it off the same way you would with the Beauty Blender. I will say that this is significantly cheaper. This I believe is around $8, and again, it's drugstores, so you can find a sale where it's like buy one, get one 50% off and snag a couple of these for much less than like one Beauty Blender. But these are more delicate than the Beauty Blender. I have claws, obviously, so I find that I tear through these a little bit quicker than the Beauty Blenders, but for just me, my everyday makeup, this has been working great. I generally still, in my professional freelance kit, work with Beauty Blenders specifically because they are a little more resilient and durable, and I still love the finish they give, but this has really been killing it for me. This month's glow has been courtesy of Jouer. I have talked about the Jouer highlighters in a favorites video before. If you have not tried the Jouer highlighter powders or anything from Jouer, go do that because all the stuff is amazing. And this one specifically is from their newer summer collection, and it's in the shade Skinny Dip. This is literally what like bronze goddess dreams are made of. The reason I love the Jouer highlighter formula is because it's a gel powder, but not in the way I talk about other gel powders. This one looks like a powder, it acts like a powder, but when you touch it, it literally is just pigment. It is like a creamy, silky pigment too. It is just the coolest texture ever and results in the craziest spotlight highlight. This specific shade in Skinny Dip is a true intense warm gold. This is literally what I think of when I think summer and bronze goddess. If you have my skin tone, a little bit lighter up to super beautiful deep skin tones, check this out because this is going to look incredible. If you have very light skin, then this might be too pigmented as a highlighter alone, but it would look beautiful as a blush topper or an eyeshadow. It is what I have on today, and just for kicks, let me pump it up a little bit just so you can see how it works. So I've literally just tapped lightly 3 times. Boom. Just look how potent that is. I cannot Look at that. I mean, that's a lot, but I barely tapped my brush into the product, so I'm really all about this glow. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My last favorite is a little random, but I wanted to mention it because I actually am obsessed with these. They are from a brand called Skinny Dipped, and they're Skinny Dipped almonds. I have this in the flavor dark chocolate espresso, and it's part of the non-GMO project. It's like a verified product. I have completely changed up how I'm eating over the last few weeks. Sugar has been a key factor that I have really changed in my diet. So sometimes I still want something sweet or I'm craving sugar, and this has been my go-to. These are delicious. The reason why they're called Skinny Dipped is because normally chocolate covered almonds have that much chocolate covering them, but these have the tiniest coating of chocolate. It's just enough where you get the flavor of chocolate, but it cuts out so much from the nutrition facts. Like, for example, one serving is about 28 nuts, and in one serving, it is only 6 grams of sugar. Now, 28 nuts, if I'm hungry, is like nothing, but when I'm just craving something sweet, I can grab like 3 or 4 of these. It satisfies my sweet craving. They are like slightly salty too, which I love because it's the perfect blend of sweet and salty, and I am satisfying my sweet craving with like almost no sugar, which is amazing.
If 28 nuts is 6 grams of sugar, then that means that like 4 nuts would be a seventh of that, which means I'm having roughly like 1 gram of sugar for like 4 nuts. I don't know if that math really worked or not, but
I love these. I find them at my local Wegmans. They have a raspberry flavor, and they just have like an original dark chocolate cocoa one, but the espresso one is my favorite because I love coffee and I just love the flavor of it. That brings me to the end of my June favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below for me and let me know what products you have been loving the last month, and also any suggestions of products I should try, because I am always so nosy and curious to see what you guys are loving. So please leave those in the comments down below for me. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye guys.